Bugün səhər Ermənistan silahlı qüvvələri
This morning, the Armenian armed forces opened fire on our residential settlements and military positions from several directions, using various types of weaponry, including heavy artillery.
Ermənistan silahlı qüvvələrinin döyüş aktivliyinin qarşısını almaq,
in order to suppress the combat activity of the Armenian armed forces and ensure the safety of the civilian population, the command of the Azerbaijani army has decided to launch a counter-offensive operation along the entire front line.
The 27th of September 2020 began with large-scale shelling along the line of contact. Baku launched counter-operations, saying the goal was to protect civilians and restore territorial integrity. Azerbaijan reported successive gains: Sukhavushan, Jabrail, Hadrut, Fuzuli, Zangilan, Gubadli, culminating in Shusha on 8 November 2020. A trilateral statement on 10 November ended hostilities and provided for Russian peacekeepers and the return of Agdam, Kalbajar and Lachin without fighting. Officials say approximately 11,000 were wounded. In April 2023, Azerbaijan established a checkpoint at the Lachin Bridge, formally asserting control over the route. Baku later conducted what it called a one-day anti-terror operation in September 2023, taking full control of Karabakh. Azerbaijani authorities point to large-scale rebuilding of roads, airports, villages, alongside phased return of displaced families. In 2024, Baku also announced plans to begin resettlement in Kankendi. A practical breakthrough came in April-May 2024, when Armenia agreed and then implemented the handover of 4 uninhabited border villages to Azerbaijan under delimitation talks. Azerbaijani border guards took control on 24 May 2024. In August 2025, Azerbaijan and Armenia, with US mediation, initialed a peace agreement in Washington. The document commits both sides to recognize each other's sovereignty, renounce territorial claims, and reopen transport links, including a corridor to Nakhchivan.
The country of Armenia and Azerbaijan are committing to stop all fighting forever, open up commerce, travel, and diplomatic relations, and respect each other's sovereignty and territorial integrity. Declaration establishes what they are calling a great honor for me. I didn't ask for this. The Trump route for international peace and prosperity, which is a special transit area that will allow Azerbaijan to get full access to its territory of Nakhchivan, while fully respecting Armenia's sovereignty. So they're going to be able to really live and work together, and it's amazing.
The Washington talks produced not just a draft peace agreement, but also a broader framework. US mediation brought the leaders together to pledge the end of hostilities and the reopening of long-blocked routes. Armenia and Azerbaijan both described the deal as a foundation for lasting peace.
President of the United States.
This is a great deal we've achieved today. This is a success for our countries and for our region, and a success for the world, because a more peaceful region means a safer world.
At the White House meeting, President Aliyev, Prime Minister Pashinyan, and US President Trump issued a joint declaration calling even for the closure of the OSCE Minsk process and saying a new framework should guide the region. For Azerbaijan, the Washington process was not only about peace with its neighbor, but also about redefining relations with the United States. Baku presents the declaration as the start of a broader strategic partnership.
Actually, we are writing a new history in a bilateral interstate relationship between the United States and Azerbaijan. We are starting the path towards a strategic partnership. The Charter on Strategic Partnership will be elaborated within several months, and that is a historic achievement for Azerbaijan, because to be in the format of strategic partnership with the greatest country of the world is a great opportunity and also a very big responsibility. And this strategic partnership format embraces so many important areas.
The Washington Declaration signals a real turning point for the South Caucasus. Through this agreement, Baku and Yerevan commit to sovereignty, connectivity, and a new security architecture. The dismantling of the OSCE Minsk process and the trip corridor linking Nakhchivan reflect bold changes in regional geography. For Armenia, reintegration into trade networks. For Azerbaijan, strategic depth with partners beyond its borders.